Talk about your songs, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says I just whipped your ass.
I've been hanging out the garden with my main squeak deep. I know 20,000 leagues under the sea. 40 nights and 40 days. I hung and bung on the Titanic and Hercules. This is where the power lies. Fuck no focus. Party sick. How many times you decent bodies? Sort of our money, so sort of our men. Type forest. Toxium, Terrandom, Germandom. Fuck all of you.
You know, poor people who don't like AEW.
That's all kayfabe.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Kayfabe with me, Lorenzo, and my buddy Gabe. Gabe, how you doing, Gabe?
I am fucking exhausted. I'm sorry. I am freaking exhausted. I should be cussing at the beginning of an episode. What am I? A felon?
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Forget about it. It's about the family.
It's the family. We felons, we're family.
But no, I am freaking exhausted, man, because we are actually recording Sunday night and it's about to be midnight right now. And the reason, well, before I say that, happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. Please be safe.
Yes.
You know, while you're listening to this episode, that's okay, Fabe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up on Spotify. That really helps us out. But this episode, we're talking about 3 wrestling events that happened this past weekend.
Oh, there was a lot of wrestling that happened this weekend.
There was a lot of wrestling.
Whether you're an AEW fan or a WWE fan, a lot of wrestling has occurred this weekend.
Whether you're a poor fan that likes WWE or a rich fan that likes AEW, we welcome everybody. There was wrestling for everybody.
You know, poor people who don't like AEW.
There you go. Uncle Dave gets it.
this dude.
Come on out, you rapist!
Wow.
I love that.
But no, this past weekend was definitely a lot of wrestling. Like wrestling events in general. Like there was a bunch of wrestling news, but for this episode 78, we're focusing mainly on the shows that happened this past weekend, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, did you watch? I mean, yeah, there was a lot of events, you know, and you bit the bullet, you did the gauntlet, you watched them, but did you watch any other wrestling besides the marquee events that were going on this weekend?
I'm not gonna lie with you, man. Everything is such a blur after today that I feel like I just existed. You know, when you blink and you're like, man, how the fuck did I get home on the highway and not crash?
Yeah, I was like that earlier when I woke up, fed the dogs in the morning, and then I was like back laying down, and I was like, did I actually feed the dogs? Like I didn't, you know what I mean? It didn't feel like I did that moment in time. So I get what you're saying there.
Yeah, I spent a lot on groceries today when I was at the store, and I opened up my trunk to take everything out, and I blinked. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta watch 2 wrestling events tonight. Fuck.
Did you watch? So I know it was a blur, right, the whole week. But do you remember watching anything like SmackDown, Collision, TNA? And did you watch any regular wrestling? I'll say any.
I don't think I did. I don't think I got to watch Raw this week. I didn't get to watch. No, I don't think I got to watch any of the regular shows like Dynamite, Collision, TNA, NXT. I really didn't get to watch anything. I think.
Pretty much same here.
Oh, the same thing with you?
Yeah, pretty much same here. I think all I watched was Raw, and I don't think I saw NXT. I'm pretty sure all I saw was Raw, and I don't remember why. I just because I wanted to start. You know, you want to start the week on the right foot. You want to try to start strong, especially with all the wrestling going on. And I already knew I wasn't going to watch Double or Nothing just because I wasn't going to buy the pay-per-view because I'm not about to spend $50 on that. Yeah. But so I ended up just like, okay, I'm going to try to throw all my chips into WWE, you know, and I did watch Raw, and I could tell you a little bit of the, let's see. I could tell you a little bit of the highlights here on Raw. Roxanne Bettis.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I just imagine, like, I heard your ringtone go off for the chest in Legend of Zelda, and there's
Yeah.
just like a floating dirt sheet.
Just grab it.
Just
No, it's just yeah.
it's a 5-star rating from Dave Meltzer.
Your uncle needs your help. Whatever. That's not the right one.
So, I'm poor.
Your uncle needs help. Rescuing the princess. Wrong one. Five stars. Tokyo Dope.
Oh shit! But go ahead,
Uh,
go ahead and continue. I'm sorry.
so Roxanne Perez or Perez. I'm sorry, Roxanne Perez. That's what they call her, right? Won a Money in the Bank qualifier. Surprisingly, so she's going to the Money in the Bank.
I'm about it.
Yeah, she's cool. She's cute. I like how she uses the second rope like Rey Mysterio when she runs because she's so short.
Yeah, she's tiny. Yeah.
Because there's like those other girls that are just as small, but they'll like tippy toe to use the top rope. But she knows she's small, so she'll use the second rope.
She's a professional.
That's true. She is. Tyrese Halliburton from the Indiana Pacers is in the new WWE DLC.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called like Dunks and Doom. I don't know what it's called. Something cheesy like that, but so he's part of the new DLC where he's going to be wrestling.
Man, that's crazy. And he hit that game winner this week too. That's wild. Yeah, he had a crazy, not a game winner. He tied it, and he ended up winning the game for his team in overtime. It was very. I mean, that's why he's in WWE. I put him on my team too.
They got the fix in there too. It's a fucking work in the NBA. I know that shit.
Yeah, it's all a work, man. It's like it's all scripted and predetermined, like the UFC.
It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
Fucking bullshit.
Finally, Rhea Ripley won a Money in the Bank qualifier, so she's in Money in the Bank.
Oh, you know what? I remember that match because Kairi Sane returned and Zoe Stark got incredibly injured. She was trying to do a springboard drop kick, and I guess Kairi Sane was too far away, so Zoe Stark was trying to plant that landing, and her knee just blew up. And it looked very, very, very tough to watch, and it's upsetting because she couldn't even get to the back. She had to get help from one of the ring crew members. So, speedy recovery for Zoe Stark, man.
I know I saw that part, and I thought it was part of the match, like because you know, whenever it kind of turned, it went to a commercial, and then it went smoothly to, oh, we're gonna do a one-on-one, and it's like, well, I know Rhea Ripley's gonna. I already knew she was gonna win this one. It's like obvious, but I was like, was that how they're calling the match, or is this like real? Is this fantasy? I don't know. I didn't know what to think. You know.
Yeah, man, but that situation sucked. I felt like Kyrie wasn't supposed to take that pin. I felt like it was meant for Zoe Stark, honestly, and it just sucks. Like it makes me think like how they let go of all those wrestlers that they let go of Sonya Deville and Shayna Baszler, like the group that she was in, but they kept her, and I'm assuming like they have a lot of good things planned for her if they were willing to keep her. Like not in a negative way, but it's just very unfortunate that she had to go through that really nasty injury. Like that, it looked very ugly.
Yeah, and from what I was hearing from other like podcasts, she had just come back from like an injury.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, yeah, speedy recovery for her. That sucks. But that was pretty much all for Raw. I don't know. That's all I saw. I didn't watch. I know. What was it? NXT. There was NXT. There was Collision. I'm sorry. There's NXT. There was Dynamite. Collision was on Thursday. SmackDown was on Friday. So it was like everyday wrestling. Like, and then you had Saturday night's main event, and then Sunday you had the two events. So it was just like, god damn, everyday wrestling. But I don't know. Did you get a chance to see Saturday night's main event?
I got to saw a decent chunk of it. It kind of sucked. Like honestly, I felt like it wasn't good. I did enjoy like the first match, the tag team match, the John Cena R-Truth one. It is what it is. I saw that Chelsea Green Zelina Vega match. That was not good. And
That's the one I missed. That's the one I missed.
oh man, it was very, very hard to watch. Like it was just a lot of botches, and I felt like I don't know, man. I don't know if it's Lena Vega herself. Because I don't want to put the blame on anybody, but it was just very hard to avoid like these choices for moves like shouldn't have been done because I don't think they could have been performed the way they thought it was going to be performed. So a lot of it looked very, very sloppy. It was just hard to watch.
Well, I got a few notes here on Saturday night's main event. So presented by Dude Wipes.
Yes, dude wipes. I bought myself some
Um,
dude wipes today.
I was gonna ask you, do you use? I wouldn't say specifically Dude Wipes, but do you use wet wipes like as a man?
Yeah, they taste great. The only reason why I use them is because my mother-in-law bought them for me for Christmas one day, like to make like a little care package. And I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and use them. Like I don't flush them, even though it says flush them. I'm not that stupid. But I feel nice and clean. Like if I use a wipe, I don't like that wet feeling. I just use another toilet paper and dry up, you know?
Okay, so you're using them in tandem with toilet paper, so you don't.
Yes. I don't want to
Yeah.
get too deep into my lifestyle, but you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a little peek behind the curtain.
I knew a guy, and this was before like Dude Wipe. It was before they started marketing wipes for men. You know, because I remember back when like they didn't have wipes for men. They were called baby wipes or fucking I don't know, like moist towelettes, you know. And I remember I had a friend who would like religiously use moist towelettes, and it was like
Really?
it was real weird because that was back when they wouldn't advertise them for men. Even now, I wouldn't like spend money on them just because. What is the saying? If you're sitting on the john and the toilet paper's gone, be a man. Use your hand. Like that's you never heard that old pirate.
Where you're
jingle?
sitting on the john and and the toilet paper's gonna be you, man. Use your hand. Huh.
Yeah, be a man.
I
Use
was
your
like,
hand.
so when you're walking down the street, something brown falls on your feet, diarrhea. Diarrhea.
That old pirates sing
I know,
along.
just a sea
That
chanty,
beer
you know.
sing, yeah.
We're climbing up the ladder and you feel a little splatter, diarrhea. Diarrhea.
Presented by Dude Wipes. No, that was my notes.
Sorry.
Presented by Dude Wipes. No advertisements on the ring. If you notice that,
Yes, it looked nice. I liked how it finally looked clean.
look cool, look very nice. Lillian Garcia was announcing for the night.
I like Lillian Garcia. A lot of people have been giving her flack. I guess, I don't know, people want to just fucking hate for no reason.
They hate her because they ain't her. She's great.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah. Anus.
Nice.
The first match opened up with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker versus CM Punk and Sami Zayn. The crowd is going crazy for CM Punk. Pretty good match, just a lot of commercials. If you noticed that, did you notice your side tells me that you noticed all these commercials going on that I did as well.
I remember making the complaint on a episode of this podcast where I would watch wrestling on YouTube, but I don't have YouTube Premium because I don't want to pay for Premium. And it's like 10 minutes for the entrances because those ads are so fucking redundant and they appear way too much. And it's just so frustrating for me to enjoy the match. And I felt like I was watching Saturday night's main event on fucking YouTube because these ads were ridiculous, man.
They were, and then they're like local ads too. It's like, oh, get your air duct and cleaning done by the Beaver Boys or some shit like that. Like the Beluga Well, get your air ducts insulated and shit. And I'm just like, I have to see this commercial over and over again. At least change up the commercials so I feel like I'm watching something different, you know.
Honestly, man, just the amount of commercials were ridiculous.
But yeah, a lot of commercials. At the end of the match, Bronson Reed shows up and takes out CM Punk. Bronson Reed seems to be the third man. What do you think about Bronson Reed coming back?
I'm glad Bronson Reed is back, and I'm glad he's put in a position where it's kind of like a high caliber position, like with Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman. Because before he got injured, he was doing like big feuds, like with Braun Strowman and the stuff with Seth Rollins, and they were making him very, very dominant. And for it to be cut short, because I think he broke both of his ankles, if I remember right.
From off the cage, right?
From off the cage, War Games.
He broke both of his ankles. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
he broke because he did that splash from the top rope.
Yeah, I remember that
shit's
splash.
fucking crazy. I was like, I don't know how you protect yourself, especially a man of that size. But hopefully, Bronson Reed does not have to do that again. I am very happy with him aligning with the Heyman crew, Paulie Dangerously.
Okay.
He's like, all right.
All right. That's great. Everything's great.
No, what about you? What's your opinion about this? First off, did you like the match? Did you think it was good?
I like the match. It's just the ads, like nonstop. I was surprised they opened up with the match, but then like I realized, oh yeah, I had forgotten about the Logan Paul and the Jey Uso match. So like whenever I saw like the way the card was situated, I was like, this is weird. It just tripped me out. But yeah, I was cool with it. And then Bronson Reed coming back, I was like, is he Samoan? Do you know if Bronson Reed's Samoan?
Good question.
I was like,
let me look this up.
I was like a Samoan, not on the fucking tribal chief, not not with the OTC and not with Solo Sikoa. I was like, this is kind of weird. It just doesn't feel right.
Bronson Reed, whose real name is Jermaine Haley, is of Samoan descent. He has aligned himself with the bloodline of Samoan. Wait a minute. I don't think because he joined the bloodline makes you Samoan.
I wouldn't doubt that. No, I don't think that makes you Samoan.
He is of Samoan descent.
Okay, that's good enough for me.
Let me see. He's from Australia, right? Australian professional wrestler.
I don't know where Samoans are from. The Isle of Samoa, right?
Samoa's wherever they make the cookies.
Yeah. They peel them off the trees. They jump on them. But yeah, they open up the coconuts and the cookies come out.
Fuck yeah, where Kishi's like pulling a lever for all the Samoans, but he left it too long on Bronson Reed.
No, but Bronson Reed's cool. That's cool that they got a third guy. I guess they needed someone to do triple tags.
Oh man.
Next match. Second match, Chelsea Green versus Zelina Vega for the U.S. Women's title. I went to go eat and I completely missed this match. I literally went to go eat for like 5 minutes and the match was over.
This match was very hard to watch, man. It's kind of like, you ever seen them like fuck up a spot and then you just kind of like went at it like, oh man, they messed up.
Yeah. I get that feeling like when I told you when I would like watch my niece play soccer at like 6 years old and you're like, oh, they're trying though, but they keep like messing up.
I'm trying to remember that because the spot that they messed up on, Zelina Vega was trying to go for a 619 and her foot clipped the rope, so it like very lazily came along and like hit Chelsea Green in the face. And I don't know if that was the same spot that caused it, but Chelsea Green got her nose broken.
Oh god.
Yeah, and like the match ended with the code red from the second rope, and Zelina Vega ended up getting the win. And I just don't know if it's like, I hate putting the blame on a certain person, but it's like if you can't really do certain moves, like you shouldn't try to go for it. Maybe like train to get that move perfect.
Yeah,
because like there was a lot of spots in here that just kind of like look sloppy or slow. And the match, it was very, very short too, but I think it was like what it needed to be. I do feel like that match um eventually going to lead to the next era where Julia is probably going to take that belt off of Zelina Vega.
Oh, and she's probably gonna do it in like 2 minutes, dude. Like, I don't know. It tripped me out that this was. I mean, I get it; it's a title match, but
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, a women's match. I forgot that they didn't have a women's match on this. Oh, this is the women's match that they're gonna have on Saturday
I
Night's main
know, dude.
event.
And it's like Chelsea Green's good. And
Yeah,
I don't think it's Chelsea Green. Me personally, I'm not putting that blame on Chelsea Green. I'm not saying who I'm putting the blame on, but there's only one other person in that match, you know?
yeah. Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, and a funny thing, I never go on Facebook, and I had like happened to go on Facebook like just to I don't know why. I guess I was just doom scrolling, as they say,
Mhm.
and I went on Facebook and I saw an article that said, "Oh, what you didn't see at Saturday night's main event," and it was like a picture of Chelsea Green folded up and like a censored thing over her like crotch, where apparently a part of her like vagina like came out or something, and
Is
everyone
that
like
true?
I don't know, like I didn't even want to click on the article because I just read the comments, and some people were like, "Oh, I saw it. Yeah, she's got bush," or and people were
What the
saying, yeah,
fuck?
like, "Oh, yeah, this has happened before with this person," and I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna like go search Chelsea Green crotch. I don't like to me she's I don't know. She's like one of the
Pure.
people that yeah. Like I'm not gonna she's not someone I'm like, oh man, I gotta see those pictures, or that botch that shows off her roast beef or whatever the fucking kids say.
Yeah, no, and it's like it's not to discredit her because like she's very pretty, like she is. It's
Oh
not
yeah.
nothing like that, nothing like that. But it's kind
No,
of like
no, no.
that's weird to be clicking on an article to see like a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it was
Hmm.
called. That was the
Hmm.
better term of it putting it, but I
I'm seeing a roast.
yeah, her roast beef,
Oh my
which I like
goodness
roast beef
gracious!
too. So I don't
Roast beef
want
is
roast
delicious.
Yeah, I don't want it ruined for me or better. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't see that, but apparently that happened and I was like, okay, whatever. That's something, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not giving you my click.
No, I'm not. Uh Next match, John Cena versus R-Truth. Uh Truth came out to the exact same music as
it's a, it wasn't our truth. It was Ron Cena.
I don't know why it cracked me up when John Cena's music played. He came out, he did his whole heel thing, and then the same exact music played. Like
Dude, yeah, I was just like,
as if like your little brother picked the same character you picked, and you told him not to or some shit. You're like,
it's
oh,
like
you piece of shit.
it's like I told you not to pick John Cena. Fuck.
I'm John Cena.
It's like Mortal
Uh,
Kombat when you choose the same character, but it just changes the color of their attire.
yeah, it just swaps the skin color. That's all it did.
But this match was non-title, and when they announced this match being non-title, I legit thought R-Truth was gonna win.
That would have been cool. I
It would have
was
been cool.
I was thinking that too, sort of at a certain point, and then like it ended real quick. Like it was a real quick heel match.
Let me ask you. So far, it's been since February, March, April, May, June. It's like 3 months into John Cena's retirement tour. How do you feel about it now after the heel turn?
I don't think it needed to happen. I don't know. I get like for the story you need a baby face and a heel, or it's better to have it. And I think Cody could have stayed winning. I think Cena could have won a different belt or something with Gunther later on. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
he needed to win the main championship. I think it could have happened at the end, so he could have just like retired. But I don't think he
Mm-hmm.
needed to do this whole like he takes the belt and he's like, I'm gonna make wrestling boring. I'm gonna make people hate it or whatever his quest is now. You know.
I feel like he's doing a good job with it, man, because it is kind of boring. I think so. Because it's like, man, this would have never happened if they didn't bring The Rock.
I did
Like,
it for The Rock.
I did it for John Cena. Did it for Cena. Like, if they would have never brought the fucking Rock, they would have just had a regular face versus face. Travis Scott would have never been part of this fucking situation, which is, I don't know why Travis Scott. I still don't know why Travis Scott is still there.
I don't think anyone knows.
And, like, I don't even think Travis Scott knows. Like, you know? But it's like, I know people are like discrediting like certain wrestlers or like celebrities, like, oh, like, you know, like, oh, you're just doing it like for the money, whatever. But it's like legit, I feel like Travis Scott is just there for the money. It seems like he just does not give a fuck. Because if we compare it to Bad Bunny, at least Bad Bunny cares, like he's putting in the work and everything to put on a good match. Like, fuck, like he had a good street fight with Damian Priest. Like, it was a great atmosphere, great everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, man, like for him to be inserted into such a big moment, John Cena turning heel, John Cena winning his 17th title, like he is just a background character. It's not interesting. Like it's just tainted, you know?
No, it's weird. It doesn't fit in, especially with The Rock showing up first to instigate it, and then The Rock not showing up to see it fleshed out. You know.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. I'm hopefully something's changing in the future, but something happened at the end of this where it's just like I roll my eyes to. But we'll talk about it when we get to it.
Next, Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in a steel cage match. Damian Priest wins. Jesse the Body Ventura was hilarious on commentary. When they asked him how McIntyre can win, he said, "Have the ref count faster." And he was just hating on Damian Priest for just walking out of the door of the cage. He was just,
dude, he was so confused. No, wait, why is it that he's winning like by escaping the cage, but he can leave by escape? Oh, that's a bunch of BS. Like, there's no way. Like, how can you win a steel cage match by leaving the cage? But dude, he was going off for a long time. That shit was so funny. It was fantastic. Hilarious.
He's like, why didn't he just ring up his limo driver to be right in front of the cage? We could have him take him right at the end.
Oh man, but the match itself, was it good? Because this was another one that I missed.
I mean, it was all right. I don't know. I always hold this bar to the Drew McIntyre when he did the Hell in the Cell, and I feel like Hell in the Cell and cage matches are the same. Like, you're in a cage. I don't know. Like, I just feel like they're the same now. It's unless a cage. I get that there's different stipulations between both, but the cages are the same. They're both fucking chain link fence. They're not like one is a blue cage like in the old school, those blue cages. You know, I miss those cages too. I used to love those cages.
Oh, they're so badass. They're still badass.
Yeah, I fucking wish they would bring those cages back for these Saturday night main event, but I get it. They're like heavy as fuck apparently.
They're all rebar, baby.
But I don't know. I hold it to the whole
the Hell in the Cell.
Punk, the CM Punk McIntyre Hell in the Cell match they had was like really good.
You can't top it. Yeah, no. I really don't think I might go back and watch that match, to be honest with you, because it's like that, man. It's just a good fucking match. It's like I kind of agree to the sense with steel cage matches, like, you know, like with, you know, Jesse Ventura, even though like he's boomer complaining, it's so fucking funny. But I kind of do agree with him in the sense, like, I feel like if it's such a like big match, you know, it's like, I'm gonna fight you in a steel cage, where it's like I can leave by asking him politely to open the door. You know, like if it's like such a like blood feud, I think with the cage they should put him in a ring and then bring the cage down. Like, you can win by escaping, but there's no door. Like, you have to escape over. I feel like that would make more sense. Because it's like, if people are going to say, oh, like, they should just put a roof on top of it, it's like they just have a Hell in a Cell match.
I don't know. I get his complaining. It was real funny though. Just him
Oh man, it's great,
fucking
dude. The more I hear him on commentary, it's like the more I fucking love Jesse Ventura.
Yeah. No, every time he comes back for Saturday night's main event, I'm very pleased. I don't know, I feel like he's gonna like lose me for some reason. Like he's gonna say something or not be witty, but he's just hilarious.
And it's like not even annoying like Booker T. It's just more like, oh man, he's gonna crack me up.
Yeah. It's just funny.
Like he's just a good color commentator. Like he could be a heel color commentator, and he's
Yeah.
like very good at it.
And he could just talk and talk and talk and it'd still be funny. Like it
Baja, go to the Baja.
finally here on the Saturday night's main event, main event Jey Uso versus Logan Paul for the championship. John Cena came out to help Logan Paul win, and then Cody Rhodes came out to help Jey Uso. Jey Uso retains, then Cody Rhodes makes a tag match for him and Jey Uso versus Logan Paul and John Cena at Money in the Bank.
See me rolling my eyes. Oh, audio listeners, I'm rolling my eyes. Man, both fucking championships not being defended at Money in the Bank. I don't know. And Logan Paul in the fucking main event picture in John Cena's retirement tour. I don't know, man. Is it just me? Do you feel differently about this, or is it just me?
I mean, they're working with what, dude. There's these PLEs are so quick now. I know we touched on it for a little bit, on one of the shows. How like it's like, oh, there's one already, and there's another one already, and that one's only 2 weeks away, and it's just like,
it's 2 weeks away.
Yeah, I think Money in the Bank is like literally 2 weeks away. I think.
Oh my god, it's 2 weeks away. Fuck, man, that's crazy.
So, like, I get this. I don't even complain about the haphazard booking. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like, I can imagine them in the war room. Like, what do we do that makes sense? You know what I mean? Like, what do we do? How are we gonna like find a way to write this into a storyline where it makes sense and it's not just putting these matches together for the sake of putting them together?
I just imagine like they're in a fucking war room or like guerrilla, like planning out the story, and like after they finish, like, okay, this is what we got, and then they just go, fucking Dwayne.
And then they have a whole nother separate like whiteboard that says, "But if The Rock shows up," and then
like the plan B.
Yeah, and then it just shows everything like scribbled up, just a rowdy cloud of not knowing what the fuck to do.
If you were to have to give this PLE like a grade rating, what would you give it? I think I'd probably give it like a C-.
A grade rating, man.
Or you want to do star ratings like
No,
Dave?
Well, we'll do grade. We'll do grade. So I'd say yeah, C. A C, just because it doesn't deserve a B for sure.
Fuck no.
And then it should be C for commercials. That's
C for cash cow.
I'll try to play my cha-ching sound. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Hey, you need to add that on there now. You need to add that as a soundbite.
I need a money soundbite.
You can do this one. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. I think I have a quarter on me. I'll do the sound of a quarter dropping.
You actually have change on you? Wow.
I was scratching off a scratch off I didn't win.
Oh, dang, that's cool.
No, it's in the living room. It's okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Richard, clip that out. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
He's just like, you're saying a lot of racist things. You're saying cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yes, it's cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. A bunch of racial slurs. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
No, we were talking about money. We're not talking about racial slurs.
No, never.
But yeah, C. Yeah, I would say C. I know you gave it a C minus. That sounds about right for Saturday night's main event.
I'm really hoping that Money in the Bank is good. That's all I can hope for, because the build up for it is just so like non-exhilarating for the build-up for Money in the Bank. Like, I don't know. It's like Money in the Bank is such a big event of the year. Like, I would consider it one of the big four now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, man, this build-up for it has been so lousy. Like a tag match for the main event where nothing's really at stake just because, oh, I don't like each other. Where it's compared to the actual Money in the Bank ladder matches, where it's like they've only been doing qualifying matches since last week, and it's
What do you think? What are the other big? Well, I assume Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank. What are the other big? The big two? What, WrestleMania and?
oh shit, I forgot about Survivor Series. I think it used to be Survivor Series, but I would replace that with Money in the Bank now, like the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and probably Money in the Bank. It used to be Survivor Series, but Survivor Series has been like that point in time where it's been tainted with, oh, it's brand supremacy. You're fighting for brand supremacy, and it like changes every fucking year. Like, I don't know. That shit wasn't interesting. Where I feel like this is actually like high stakes. Like, I do enjoy Survivor Series now, but I feel like now it's like repetitive with the War Games format. Like, they have to do a War Games match, which is cool. I do like War Games, but it's like just the same format each time they do it.
Mm-hmm. I don't like the 2 rings. I'm not a fan of 2 rings.
Yeah. What about 3?
If it's like in WCW when they had the 3, like for a big old Royal Rumble.
Oh, like World War 3?
Yeah. Then yeah.
Yeah.
But 2, yeah, that's, I don't know. I don't like, and then how they're right next to each other. It's just weird. It's just weird to me.
Yeah, but before we talk about the next pay-per-view, just a friendly reminder to show us some love and hit that subscribe button and leave a comment, like this video when it does come out. And let us know what's your favorite event that happened this week. Leave a comment down below. Leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify. It really helps out the channel.
And for all you people that are showing us,
Come on out, you rapist!
yeah,
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
all you people showing us love, come on out.
Come on, you people.
Come on out, you rapists.
Wow. Cha-ching.
Next here on the docket, we have another pay-per-view. Surprise, or a PLE. I'm sorry, it's not a pay-per-view, it's a PLE called NXT Battleground. And yeah,
sponsored by Doom the Dark Ages.
Did
you have that written down?
Yeah, I did.
Hell
Brought to
yeah.
you by right in the middle of the ring, Doom the Dark Ages, right in the middle of the ring.
Did you see this event?
I did. This is the probably the only one I did see Saturday Night's Main Event, but I didn't watch the other one we're going to talk about, AEW, because of time and because I didn't want to spend $50. But yeah.
Oh man, yes, I watched this event and then the other event we'll talk about simultaneously to add to the fact, and man, it felt like working without working, you know. And I got my notes for Battleground. Before we do jump into it, what did you think about this? Like, from the looks of this card, what's your opinion on it? I thought it was going to be kind of okay, like kind of mid.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be okay. I was looking forward to really just like the main events. Well, not even really the Obafemi one, more like the Jordy Grace, Stephanie Vatiquette, and the Joe Henry, Trick Williams. Like I already knew Obafemi was gonna win. Like, I mean, spoiler, but there's no way he's gonna lose to this dude. You know?
Man, well, okay. Let's talk about it from the beginning. The first match was Sol Ruka versus Kalani Jordan for the the Women's North American Championship?
Yeah,
I
North
believe.
American.
Dude, they had a great match, a great opening match.
There it is, right there. Yeah, no, what I write here. Sol Ruka. Oh yeah, no, the Soul Snatcher that she did from the top rope.
That shit
that
was
ended the
fucking
match.
badass.
That was like you have one chance to land this, and you landed
Mm.
it like
She landed
perfect.
it perfectly. So like if for those who didn't get to watch the show, she did her soul snatcher, but from the top rope. But the way she did it is like she's standing on the top rope facing the crowd, and she does like almost like a 450 splash, right? Like if
She
she's about
does
to do a 450, like
she does
inverted 450.
like a front flip, but goes backwards. So she like front flips back forwards, but goes backwards, almost like man. I don't even know. I wouldn't call it a 450 because she doesn't do any flips in the. It's almost like a front flip, but going backwards,
Hmm.
and then she catches them in the cutter, but it's different than your typical soul snatcher. Well, because typically, and it
I'm just kidding. Just okay.
no, because like you could tell the person's like cooperating a little bit more because they're right
Mm.
next to you, and she just does like a little off the top rope flip. I don't know. It was just very amazing, and this was like highlight reel worthy. The way it
Oh
was
man,
done.
it really was that, and I really liked the top rope face buster. Do you remember that spot? Kalani Jordan was on the top rope, and then Soruka springboarded onto the top, grabbed her, and like just jumped and like slammed her face down, kind of like X Pac, his X Factor, you know?
Oh yeah. I remember them
Dude,
saying the X Factor, and it looked like she was grabbing her tailbone. They were like making
yes,
her
like
so that was
legit
rowdy.
that move happened. I was like, oh my god, like it got a pop out of me.
Yeah.
Dude, they work very well together. They
I didn't
really
even know
do.
that was Kalani Jordan until like I realized it, but her with like out her hair, she just
Dude, she
had
had
like
her
braids.
get her braids on. They look really good. Like her
I
braids
don't
look
know.
really good.
I feel like when they put someone in braids, it's because they want them to be heel, kind of like Julia when they put her in braids.
Legit. I feel like Kalani Jordan could murder somebody, get braids, and like live the rest of her life with braids, and no one would catch her. Because I didn't know that was her. I was like, I thought it was Lola Vice for a second. Because
Hmm.
Lola Vice sometimes she comes out with the braids, like once in a
Hmm.
while. But no, this was a very, very great opening match. Sol Ruka retains.
Yeah, very because of that Soul Snatcher that was very fucking amazing. I feel like that's gonna be at the beginning of like video clips and shit like that. Like it
I
just
hope
looked
so.
badass. It
It
looked
looked
badass.
it looked great. I can't get enough of it.
Next is a 6-man tag team match: the Colleen versus Josh Briggs and Hank and Tank.
Hank and
Uh,
Tank.
Hank and Tank.
Hank
Hank
and
and Tank.
Tank, baby. Hank and Tank.
I wrote here Sean Spears looks kind of like Baron Corbin, and I miss sad Baron Corbin. That's what I wrote. That Josh Briggs did a big ass moonsault onto Sean Spears. I don't know
It
if you saw
looked
that one.
fucking good.
Yeah, it was.
Josh Briggs is very good.
I was like, oh my god, that is a big person doing a big moonsault, like a long, big person, not like Vader, who's just big. It was like a long, big person.
Mhm. I had to look up who was in the calling because all I know is Sean Spears. But it's also Brooks Jensen and Nico Vance, and they had Izzy Dame in their corner as well. Um, there was the ref fuck up. Did you catch that ref fuck up?
Yeah, that was my next thing. I put one of the guys took too long to break the count, and the ref should have counted to 3, and the crowd was all ref, you suck, like over and
Yes,
over
man. I felt
again.
so bad, but it's like I was like, I don't even think that's the ref's fault. It's like,
No, it
but
wasn't the ref's fault.
so much is like happening at one time. This was a pretty good 6-man tag. I really much
Yeah,
enjoy it, and I miss seeing Sean Spears. I was a big fucking fan of Ty Dillinger. I'm still a fan of Sean Spears. I'm glad he's on like a PLE card. Um, sure. The finishing move that Hank and Tank did, I don't know what it is, but I really fucking love it. It's like their opponents standing like in the middle of the ring, like so, and then Hank
hmm
and Tank just go and like sandwich him in the middle,
hmm
and one of them scoops him up like a he was gonna do like a power slam like Braun Strowman, like the running one, and the other one comes and he like hits like the front like the backside they flip and like he slams them down. Kind of like another like double sandwich. I don't know what they called the move, but it looks fucking badass.
Yeah.
Hank and Tank and Josh Briggs won. There was an after match beatdown where the calling ended up beating him again. Izzy Dane went to go reach for a chair. There was a hand that stopped that chair, and it was Inamura, Josh Briggs' former partner, who said he was going back to Japan, but he lied. He's there in Tampa, Florida, and he goes and he helps saves the day. And I don't know about him, dude, but there's just something I really like about his vibe.
Yeah, he was real cool when I would see them on NXT together. They were really cool. They were really cool together.
Hell
It was sweet. I wrote here, when one Asian dude that one Asian dude that was partnered with Briggs shows back up and saves the day. Aw. That's what I wrote down. I wasn't gonna remember his name. I was like,
dude, it was something Inamura. I know it was Inamura. I just don't know his first name. Not any other episode.
No, it was sweet.
Yes, it was. But so continuing on with our mid card match, we had Tony D'Angelo versus Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Is that his name, right?
I put here, they keep saying that full name over and over again. The commentators, they were like, look at Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Let's take a look at Channing Stacks Lorenzo.
It kind of reminds me when they say Seth freaking Rollins, and it pisses me off. Seth freaking Rollins. Channing Stacks Lorenzo. That rolls off the tongue. Like, just call him Stacks.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally the name he came out with, but they had to like completely keep saying it over and over again. And what I write here, Tony D'Angelo felt regret and hesitated, but after being called soft, I believe that fired him up to fight back against Channing Stacks Lorenzo. and then a distraction from Luca. Something happened. Then D'Angelo gets kicked in the nuts and he loses.
My notes here, I put quote unquote grudge match, but no weapons. Slow match, and my last one, I miss The Sopranos.
Would you watch The Sopranos?
I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
That's why I miss The Sopranos. It's a fucking fantastic show, and it was just so funny. My wife and I were waiting for the show to start, and for some reason, she starts talking about like this past few days we've been talking about The Sopranos and how much we love The Sopranos, but the ending was kind of shit. And she goes, man, that TikTok you showed me the other day about The Sopranos, I wouldn't mind watching The Sopranos again. And I'm like, why do you want to watch The Sopranos when you have Channing Stacks Lorenzo on TV right now?
He's the next best thing. He's like canned bread.
And I was like, and you got Tony D'Angelo, the family. That's what they talk about, the family. Here's my, I need to do a thumbnail picture if I beat that, like Gabagool.
Who needs The Sopranos when you got the new season of Rick and Morty coming out tonight on HBO Max?
Not a sponsor.
I wish. Jesus Christ, I wish.
Oh, dude, honestly.
Next on the matches, Jordan Grace versus Stephanie Varquer for the women's championship. The whole crowd did the Booker T when Stephanie did the leg lock slam thingy. That's what I wrote here.
Oh man,
the whole crowd.
I put Stephanie Varquer with I drew a little heart next to her name. I put Jordan Grace is fucking powerful. I put barricade spot, but I don't remember a barricade spot. I must have written it down because it looked crazy.
No, it happened. They were outside of the ring, and what's her name had her in like a fireman's carry. Jordan Grace had Stephanie, and Stephanie like got off of her and pushed her into the that breakaway barricade, that one that always breaks away, and pushed her through it. So it happened.
Yes, okay, that's what I remember. And that dragon screw, the leg takedown, Stephanie that shit looks painful.
Yeah, she does that. What annoys me about it is she does it, but she really has like no submission finisher to like follow it with, but I like when she does it because it looks fucking rowdy, like she fucked up their leg, like a Bret Hart kind of shit, you know?
Yeah, it looks very, very fucked up. I wish he did have a signature. Maybe it's just like the leg wraps around the head and like the blood goes to the legs and it causes like the tension.
I mean,
I'm not a doctor.
Ah. I'm
Do
not a
you
doctor.
think, speaking of the the note I just have here written, Corey Graves, did he speak at all in this pay-per-view? Once in a while, right?
Yeah, I don't recall him. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell the difference between the other two that aren't Booker T.
Yeah, man. It's like I hear Vic Joseph for sure. I hear Booker T, but it's like I always forget that Corey Graves is there because I feel like he only talks after the matches. Because I feel like he's just annoyed being there with Booker T. I legit think he doesn't like Booker T. Let's see. But with this match, Stephanie Vaquette did retain her women's championship. Some other notes I took that were in between the matches where they showed Mike Santana from TNA on TV, and he got confronted by Charlie Dempsey, I believe. And next week or the next episode of NXT, I apologize, he is going to fight Tavion Heights on NXT. Mike Santana from TNA. Ethan Page got interviewed talking about he wants a shot at the North American Championship. Him and Ricky Starks are going to fight each other for the North American Championship. I believe it's going to be this week on NXT. And whoever wins that match are going to represent the North American Championship at the Worlds Collide PLE against AAA.
Did you see? And this was I think announced at Saturday night's main event. But that El Hijo de Vikingo was going to fight Chad Gable. I was like, man, Chad Gable. I love Chad Gable. Everything, let alone.
Dude, that's gonna be a good fucking match. I guarantee it. This could be so good. I wonder where they're fighting. Are they fighting? Oh, they're fighting that morning of Money in the Bank, right? Like in the afternoon.
Yeah. It's gonna be like at 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. something like that.
That's gonna be fucking badass. I just fucking love Chad Gable, dude.
I just love 3-hour PLEs or 2.5-hour PLEs. You know the ones
dude. This was a great paced PLE. It was very, very nicely paced, and I'm gonna complain about the pacing in the next event that we'll talk about here. So the match that I thought was going to be the main event, but was not, Obafemi versus Miles Bourne for the NXT Championship. The notes I have here was Bourne has high drop kicks.
I put Obafemi got drop kicked four times.
He did get drop kicked 4 times, but each time this guy was hitting like the same height. I'm like, dude, how are you not tired from doing drop kicks? Not saying I'm tired of seeing them, but it's like, damn, like you're still not exhausted from exerting that much energy from doing a drop kick. I put Miles Bourne equals Kyle Fletcher because he looks a lot like Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah, he does.
I thought the crowd was getting tired at first, but it like crescendoed like to the end of the match. And I think I posted a tweet on Twitter where I replied to like one of the wrestling accounts, like talking about that match. I'm like, dude, they made me a fan of Miles Bourne after that match because, man, I was rooting for this fucking guy. I don't know what is it that he did, but he was just fighting back. I think after he kicked out like the finisher, the power bomb, where it's like, oh shit, like he actually has a fucking chance. I want to see any other notes here.
I wrote here, Obafemi weighs 90 pounds more than Miles Bourne.
Seriously?
Yeah, when they announced their weights, it was like 220 for Miles Bourne and 310 for Obafemi. And I was like, God damn, 90 pounds more?
That's crazy. Miles Bourne made me a fan. And at the bottom, I have all capitalized Obafemi equals wrestler.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
I love his walk.
Yeah.
I'll do that
No,
I'm gonna do that every episode.
that's what I feel like. If he were to lose at all to whoever, it's because he's getting called up to the main roster.
It has to be.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
go ahead.
No, that's
My bad.
no. That's like I was thinking if he was to lose this match for whatever reason,
Mhm.
I was like he's going up to the main roster. There's no way he can lose to this guy. I feel bad saying that, but that's what I feel.
Who do you think is going to be next in line to beat Obafemi? Or do you think Obafemi is just going to relinquish the championship?
Man, I don't know. Maybe Ricky Saints once he drops that title, the other title.
Maybe. I was thinking either Ricky Saints or Channing Stacks Lorenzo.
Or maybe that they just brought in that Legends and Future Greats dude, that Jasper Troy.
Oh, the
I don't
one
know
that
how-
won, right?
Yeah, they just brought him in.
Man, he beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, he's all right. He was Booker T's student or whatever. And
The
he was
reality
pretty
of
good.
wrestling.
No. Like he was his
Oh, on his team in the
on
show.
the show. Yeah, he was his student. He was his fucking guy.
Like protege.
He was the guy that he like got stuck with or whatever. Yeah.
I gotta start doing that. I'm gonna fuck up my throat. And then finally the main event, which I was surprised this was the main event, but with the outcome, I understand why it was the main event. Joe Hendry versus Trick Williams for the TNA World Championship. The only note I took here, and I apologize, was the TNA Championship being defended on NXT main event. That's the only note I took because I was watching AEW Double or Nothing, and at the same time, Anarchy in the Arena was happening. And I took a lot of notes for that, but I'll let you know the notes I took for that one.
I wrote here there was a stair spot that Joe Henry got thrown into where I thought he had got hurt, but I guess he was just selling. The crowd, I don't know if you heard, had been cheering for tables the whole night. I mean, we didn't see any tables, but they were like, "We want tables." It's like, dude, we don't need tables every fucking PLE. Like,
It's like, bro, like I got a surprise for you when you go home. Like, turn on the lights in your kitchen, dude. You're gonna fucking freak.
Oh, they're gonna flip. No. Trick Williams brings in the belt to cheat. The ref took it away from him and left it on the ring mat. Trick slammed Joe Henry onto the belt, did the trick shot, and he won the TNA championship. Holy moly. That's what I wrote here.
That is fucking crazy. Trick Williams is the new TNA World Champion.
That's crazy.
Do you think it's kind of fucked up to make him the champion? Like when they wouldn't make Joe Hendry the NXT champion?
They better. I mean, this is just to put more emphasis on the TNA championship, which I get, because Joe Henry seems like the working man. Like they'll give him an idea and he'll be like, "All right, it's I'm doing the job. Okay, it's up to y'all, But there's got to be a good plan for this.
I hope there is a good plan for it. I feel like this is eventually going to lead to Joe Hendry being signed by WWE. But it's
That'd
like
be
I
crazy.
feel like if he is signed by WWE, I just don't know. I hope they do something with him. I hope he's just not lost in the mix, because he is a wrestler that's worked from the very bottom to get his name up, and like it just works. It's been working great for him. I mean, look at him. He was TNA World Champion. Like it's crazy. Or what if Joe Hendry's the one to beat Obafemi? Or did they already have that match, right? And he lost?
Did they?
Yeah, because he fought somebody at No Mercy. It was last year, but I forgot. Well, I don't know if he fought against Trick Williams or somebody else. I don't remember.
I remember him going head to head with Obafemi, but I don't remember him challenging him for some reason, unless there was no title on the line.
Not it was for the championship. I remember.
Really?
I think NXT No Mercy.
No, I think you're right. I think they did face each other.
Yeah, because I remember Joe Henry being on one of these cards. Results. Axiom. Ethan Page. He fought Ethan Page for the NXT championship.
Really?
Ethan Page defeats Joe Henry by pinfall.
Hmm.
And I remember
Okay.
this. Okay, I do remember this.
I thought he for sure he had fought Obafemi.
So that was NXT Battleground.
That was. What do you give that as far as letter grades?
It was a solid B plus, way better than fucking Saturday Night's main event.
B for Battleground.
B,
Yeah,
yeah, B for Battleground. B plus because it's in Tampa.
yeah, I'd give it a B. A B also. I don't know about that Channing Stacks Lorenzo match. Not that it wasn't bad,
It just
but
wasn't good compared to the other
yeah,
matches.
yeah. Everything else was pretty good. And Joe Henry losing the titles, I'm wondering where that's going to go with the implications.
It's like you have a big moment with Joe Henry losing the championship, and you have a highlight reel with that fucking top rope stole snatcher.
That was a great opener, highlight reel moment. That was a good moment.
And you got the wrestler that is Obafemi. I'm gonna make that note every time we talk about it.
Moving on to let me see other pay-per-views.
Poor people don't like AEW.
That poor people can't afford. There was one that you watched, and I didn't watch any of this, called AEW Double or Nothing 2025.
Man, so this happened at the exact same time that NXT Battleground was happening, and I tried watching both events, and that is hard. It is definitely hard. The thing that kind of frustrates me, not specifically about the pay-per-view itself, it's more how they talk about WWE doesn't see AEW as a threat, but they keep putting them in the same fucking slot times, for these pay-per-views, PLEs, whatever that go head to head. They have the shit where they can't perform at certain arenas for a certain amount of time if WWE was already there. That is absolutely seeing them as competition because you're preventing them from showcasing their product. And I think it was just more frustration of me watching both shows at the same time because just like constant wrestling because it's like I love wrestling. I want to watch both shows, but man, I was getting fucking burnt out. Like it is definitely a lot. So I kind of have like the list of matches. Like I had a list of Battleground and I had a list of Double or Nothing. So I just thought it was very interesting, right? That like Sol Ruka versus Kalani Jordan was the first match, and the first match here was Mercedes Moné versus Jamie Hayter.
Oh yeah, that was the opener.
That was the opening match. It was the finals in the Owen Hart tournament for the women's side. The winner of this match would go on to face the AEW Women's Champion at All In Texas. What do you think happened in this match? Let me ask you this, man.
I spoiler, I did see on Twitter what happened here, and from what I can remember, Monet did like a really fucked up DDT and pinned her.
I think it was supposed to be a roll-up pin.
But like it slammed her face like Rowdy down on the fucking mat, and it sounded like a DDT. And rolled her up for a pin, and then just ran out of the ring like stole it.
I have here hot crowd. First off, this match was fucking great. I only got to see half this match, but what I did see, this match was fucking awesome. It's kind of nice when you have two wrestlers that you expect them to have a good match and they over deliver on it. And that's exactly what Mercedes Moné and Jamie Hayter did. My friend Paul really, really loves Mercedes Moné. He's like, oh, she won as she should. And I just messaged back, fuck you. No, she shouldn't have. I love you, Paul. But I have hot crowd. Monet wins. Boo.
Yes.
Those are like it was a good match, but the thing is, like, fuck. Mercedes Monet took like how many of these? What are they called? Like haterades? Like her finisher?
Yeah, the clothesline.
Yeah, the clothesline took how many haterades? Like two of them. Took a fucking pile driver, and she wins with the roll up pin. That's the one thing can't stand with these matches, man. It's like you have all these fucking finishers, or I don't even call them finishers. They're just regular moves at this time. It's like if you have like, dirty pin, roll up pin, like under your repertoire, like that's how you win the match, no matter what you go through. That's really my main thing. But that's like my gripe with this one because I felt it was the same way. But man, they were going back and forth, and man, it was a good fucking match. It's just Mercedes Moné, like, still undefeated in AEW since she showed up, and it just doesn't. How do you say? Like, yeah, guys, she doesn't have creative control.
So we already know how the match is going to end. I don't know. I get you. Like the match, it's great, and then the ending, it's like, oh, okay, well, duh. That's something we should have expected.
So now Mercedes Moné, she's going to AEW All In Texas, and she is going on to fight the winner of the future match that's the same on this card, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But let me see if I can find not this message, but like this tweet that I saw when there were like this guy that was complaining about the women's match. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had a fucking stroke. It's okay. But the next match on the card, we had FTR versus Nigel McGuinness and Daniel Garcia. The notes that I have here, it's Nigel McGuinness still got it. He was doing very good. Everybody hates Tony Schiavone because FTR was fucking bullying the living shit out of Tony Schiavone. And he's like, man, get away from me. And like Cash Wheeler's just like, fuck you, Schiavone, you piece of shit. Whatever. My fingers are crossed. Like, I don't know what he was saying. Like, he was just like, oh, guys, like, stop picking on me. Oh, jeez. It was very, very weird. What you call it? What else do I have here? Everyone hates Shivani except for Nigel because they're talking shit to fucking Tony Schiavone, and that Nigel McGuinness has one of those like, tell him you're sorry. He's like, I'm sorry. What? What's that? I didn't hear you. And it was very weird. Countouts from the ref. The one thing that irked me on this match, it was another great match, but it's like I'm nitpicking just like I am with everything else, is whenever it comes with like multi-man matches or tag matches that everyone gets in the fucking ring and they're doing like their moves and their reps there like, oh guys, come on, get to your corner. Come on, guys, what are you doing? Get to your corner, like we gotta have a match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like,
he just suddenly
not
doesn't
reinforcing anything. Yeah, like he's not caring. And sure enough, they have a spot on the outside. Daniel Garcia's in the ring, and I'm trying to remember. Daniel Garcia's in the ring, like passed out, and then they do a shadow machine outside of the ring to Nigel McGuinness. So McGuinness is out, and everyone's out on the floor. Everyone's like, "This is awesome! This is awesome!" Which it is a good match. But then now the ref's there, like, one. I'm like, man, dude, you better put your fucking fingers down. You're not doing your fucking job. Like, man, it's like, first off, it's been past fucking 45 seconds. It's like, I know that's 35 past 10. It's now you're just deciding to do your job. I was like, man, that shit fucking bugged the shit out of me. And they kept doing these spots like where they should be finishers. And after they do finishers, the commentary team, that's got to be it. That's got to be no. And then they do another finisher. Oh, that's got to be it. No. They did because they did 2 fucking pile drivers to Daniel Garcia, right?
Mhm.
They did a regular stalling pile driver, and they did their tag pile driver where one of them's holding him up, and then the other one jumps off the second rope and like pushes the legs down. That's got to be it. 1, 2, and then Daniel Garcia rolls over. No, like like there's Excalibur. So then they got him in a Boston Crab, and eventually Daniel Garcia passes out, and the ref calls the match. And I'm just like, okay, that's cool. Garcia passes out from sharpshooter. He got put into sharpshooter, and it was a solid match. But it's just like mainly like the fucking. It's gonna be like a running thing, like with this whole night. It's either gonna be, the referees not doing their fucking jobs, or it's gonna be like a bunch of these false finishes that's gonna kind of irk me. Like they work when they work, but it's like it's more like nitpicking because I notice them.
Was there any blood or no?
This match, no, but boy, when we get to the next match, there's plenty of it. Mark Briscoe versus Ricochet in a stretcher match.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
So, dude, let me tell you, man. This is probably one of the best stretcher matches I've seen. And
Was it the only stretcher match you've seen?
I've seen at least 2.
Oh, okay.
But no, man, this match was fucking badass. Like Ricochet and Mark Briscoe worked very, very well together. Really fucking gnarly spots. I'm trying to remember correctly. Mark Briscoe was trying to do like the jump out of the ring with the chair, like he did like the tribute to Sabu. He did the pose. He jumps off, and he was gonna leap out the ring, and then Ricochet just fucking flings the chair at his head, boom, and Mark Briscoe's just bleeding fucking buckets. But it looks like if he got hit hard way or he cut himself hard way, and he's bleeding a fucking lot. Like there are fucking pictures that you can look up of Mark Briscoe just like this, just drenched in blood. It literally reminds me of when we saw Eddie Kingston like come out with the gas can. You remember when his shirt's white? Mark Briscoe's wearing a white shirt too, so the blood's just like staining fucking everything. There was a spot where Mark Briscoe goes under a ring and he brings out a pale bucket with bottles in it, but like plastic bottles, and he gets Ricochet like in a headlock, and he takes out the bottle and he's spraying his head with the like a degreaser, and he takes a towel at the bucket and he's like scrubbing his head with it.
All right,
dude, it was fucking funny. I was cracking the fuck up. Mark Briscoe does a massive froggy bow, and I think that's like his signature elbow drop from the top rope to the outside through a table. They have a battle with scissors, where like they're trying to stab each other with the scissors and everything. It looks like really fucking crazy. This isn't like a typical stretcher match where there's like a line at the end of the stage. You got to bring them on the stretcher to the end. You actually, there's like an ambulance on the side where you have to put them on the stretcher that's outside the ambulance, push them in, and close the doors, and that's how you win the match. And Ricochet ended up winning this match. And yes, it was very, very solid. Like, it was very good. Around the same time, like, going back and forth between NXT and this one, the next match that happened was Hurt Syndicate versus Sons of Texas, which is Sammy Guevara and Dustin Rhodes. This is for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. I took 5 notes here. The first one, we hurt people. The second one, we hurt people. The third one, we hurt people. We hurt people. We hurt people.
I love it. That's all I needed to hear.
Because I forgot what was happening. Oba Femi versus Miles Bourne, and I was more focused on that. And it's nothing against them, but I just want to let you know that is in my notes right there. We hurt people, we hurt people, we hurt people, we hurt people. Hurt Syndicate won, which is good for them.
Yeah, they hurt people.
The next match, we have Speedball Mike Bailey versus Kazuchika Okada. I believe this is for the Continental Championship.
Mm-hmm.
This was another great match. Speedball is just fucking badass. He does like a backflip knee drop. I don't know. You ever like Okada is like laying on the apron, and then he does the backflip like the moonsault, but then he lands his knees on Okada's chest. He was
Yeah.
just landing that shit like the whole fucking night. And I just
Spamming it.
spamming it. I feel so bad for Okada because like either my air's gonna get knocked out or I'm gonna shit my fucking pants if that were to happen to me. The other notes I really got here is that there was a counter to the Rainmaker that Bailey did. So it's like, you know how Okada sets it up, like grabs the arm, spins you out, and then goes for the clothesline. He spinned out Bailey, but Bailey continued his momentum and did a spinning back kick, and it fucking knocked out Okada really crazy.
Damn.
And then, sure enough, Bailey's on the top rope. He's going to go for a shooting star press. And in the middle of the shooting star press, Okada does the most beautiful drop kick, picture perfect to Bailey, and then to the fucking Rainmaker clothesline right after, and Okada retains this match. This was really, really solid.
As it should be.
The sixth match, it is Mina Shirakawa versus Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship. I put Mina's hot. She's you know how she does like that dance and everything, like when she's out on stage, she does like a really long dance. They're showing the crowd. I think they're in Phoenix, Arizona, like somewhere in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And I put white people got no rhythm because they're just like not going with the beat. They show them in the crowd just. I'm like, white people got no rhythm. Bunch of roll-ups happening at the beginning. 1, 2, roll up, 1, 2, 1, 2, roll up. Mina was attacking the knee consistently. The other note that I have here was that Toni Storm wins because there wasn't really much else that was happening between. Toni Storm retains, and Mina and Toni Storm share a kiss.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes. Yeah, so I think I would have paid $50 for that, honestly.
I'm sure a lot of people, that was the only reason they paid $50 for, unless they wanted to see Toni Storm bleed buckets too. Like she does a lot.
So Toni Storm retains. So that means at AEW All in Texas, it's going to be Toni Storm versus Mercedes Moné for the AEW Women's World Championship.
Wow. I wonder who's going to win that one.
Man, I feel like people should start shitting on this, right? Where it's like, I'm tired of seeing Mercedes Moné winning.
Like they're going to have to pay her a lot to fucking lose.
Honestly, man. But no, she doesn't have creative control, right? Right?
We'll find out. That's really going to make or break if we know or not, for sure.
So match number 7 was Anarchy in the Arena, which consisted of Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland, the Ops, and Willow Nightingale versus the Death Riders, which includes John Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli, and Marina Shafir, and the Young Bucks. Before I even start talking about this match, I want to say this is probably the best Anarchy in the Arena match I've seen.
It didn't have that one song stuck on loop over and over and over again.
Oh, dude. So, before I go into my notes, I took notes here on the entrances because Swerve Strickland came out dressed as Predator. Like, it was all the lights went on the arena. They had red strobe lights, like the laser lights going. And he's standing with the Predator mask, and he has his braids up and everything. And Prince Nana's just like they're standing next to him like this, right? On the jumbotron, it's showing his I don't know if it's like a video like into the crowd, like what he's looking at, or it's like his highlighted videos, but it's thermal vision, like heat thermal. Is that the right term?
Yeah. That's how the Predator sees.
Yes, it's that same visual format on the Titantron. I'm like, man, dude, that looks fucking sick. That looks badass. Um, Kenny Omega comes out with a trash can, but the trash can's like the latest painting as Captain America. And all I remember is the ops come out, Willow comes out, Samoa Joe doesn't come out, which was kind of odd at first. Then they show the Death Riders coming in a truck together. They're walking down the backstage. They split up. So like one corner of the ring, you got Wheeler Yuta, or like of the arena, it's Wheeler Yuta, Claudio in this corner, um, Marina and John Moxley coming down together. But for some reason, Claudio's just standing there for like the fucking longest time. And they're waiting for the Young Bucks to come out. The Young Bucks have this fucking long, this long entrance where it's like colonial constitution paper on the Jumbotron saying how like, oh, they're the founding fathers of AEW. And like, what's his name? The ring announcer? Uh Justin Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
He's reading off a sheet of paper that also looks like it's from the fucking 1700s because it looks crumbled up to shit. And he's giving this long spiel. The Young Bucks come out and they're dressed like fucking colonial members, like in the army, like with the little scuffets right here, the blue coats, the blue pants, and they're coming out with like giant flags, waving them around, and they're shooting up like fake dollars and stuff. So while that's happening, I couldn't stop laughing because like when they're coming out, it's like not Ota Joy, but you know what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah,
Like that same
yeah,
song.
I know. Yeah.
So that's the song that's fucking playing when they're getting beat up, and like the same thing. So like, Claudio's still standing on top, like not moving, and then you just see from the shadows, fucking Samoa Joe go up behind him and get him with a fucking headlock. That's playing. Fucking everyone's split up. Camera cuts here and there, like Anarchy in the Arena, like it's staying true to the name.
Mhm.
So the music changes to I don't know if it's Aretha Franklin, but I'm so excited and I just can't hide it.
Man,
I'm
I
back
think
in
it's
control and I think I
yeah.
like it.
I think it's Aretha Franklin.
So that's playing. All these moves are happening. Marina Shafir does a fucking suplex to Willow on the barricade while they're bouncing on it. Willow hits fucking hard. Fucking Moxie's there with a wrench against like Powerhouse Hobbs, like fucking doing this and like trying to, I guess, like slice his fucking jugular. I don't know what he's doing. And then fucking Kenny Omega grabs the mic saying like, "Oh, like we're you know, this is Anarchy in Arena. We gotta get some music pumping, whatever, blah blah blah." And they start playing "Bodies" by Drowning Pool. And dude, the crowd is fucking into it. Like they're jumping, like with the music while all these wrestlers are beating the shit out of each other. I swear to God, it was like 15 minutes that the song was playing on the loop. I was getting tired of it. Um, oh yeah, I put Bugs dressed as founding fathers. Um, fucking Powerhouse Hobbs had a shirt that said "Big, Black, and Jacked." I thought
All
that was
right.
I was like, that's badass. Powerhouse Hobbs throws Wheeler Yuta off of the like from one section to the other, and then Kenny Omega does the moonsault onto the big crowd, so they catch him. Powerhouse Hobbs does a spear through a table, does it to Moxley. That looks fucking gnarly. Gets a big pop. Marina Shafir and Willow, they're fighting on the like outside of the arena, and like legit, Willow grabs a fucking glass bottle and breaks it across Marina's head. I know it's like sugar glass, but that spot looked fucking gnarly. So now Marina's fucking bleeding like crazy. Um, the fucking Young Bucks are doing the gritty on the stage, and then I put here, white men still don't have rhythm. And then there's this one spot where it's like on the side of the stage that Claudio has Swerve spinning in a giant swing, and he lets him go through speakers. So like Swerve crashes through speakers, and then the song cuts off like perfectly. So it was kind of funny there. There was a pounce right after the Claudio. Marina Shafir's fucking pissed off about bleeding, so she fucking chains Willow's Gage ear to the ring post. So now Willow's stuck for a long time against the ring post. Shit. I have a lot of notes here. I apologize.
No, you're good.
Chained to the ring post. Swanton off of the stage to Powerhouse Hobbs through a table. And I thought Nick Jackson got hurt because it looked like he clipped his head on one of those lights that move around all crazy.
Mhm.
Because it was incredibly close and he was on the floor for a while and like Matt went to go check up on him to make sure he was okay. Sure enough, he does get up. Let me see. Oh, so then they're about to throw Powerhouse Hobbs off of the stage. And then you just see a forklift coming around the corner and it's raising up with Swerve on top of it crouched. And like there's like I guess someone who works with the company that's like driving the forklift, and then Prince Nana's is off to the side hanging off of it. just dancing like that.
That one's safe.
So then he jumps, does the fucking the swerve stomp off to both Bucks. Then they do the stapler spot where who is it? Marina Shafir, he's stapling Powerhouse Hobbs, and Hobbs isn't selling it. Like he's just like, oh, like they staple his head and he's just laughing his ass off, bleeding like crazy. Swerve comes in and he starts fucking stapling everybody. He staples fucking Moxley's like jugular, like on the neck.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
They kick. I think if I remember correctly, they kick Swerve in the fucking dick, right? And then Marina Shafir fucking pulls his tongue out, staples his tongue. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I'm watching this with my friends, and then now we're, like, reacting like, oh, shit. What the fuck? Like, my friend Jacob, this isn't wrestling. It's like, this is all entertainment wrestling. Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Like, all mad. So, Nick, no, not Nick Gage. Gabe Kidd, the one that partners himself with Moxley last week, shows up, and they start beating the shit out of everybody. Hook comes out, and he comes back, but then he just comes, hits somebody with a golf club, looks at Samoa Joe all pissed off, and then he walks off. So I think they're trying to lead to something over there. Shibata kicks Yuta with barbed wire. What else do I have here? So all of that happened, and toward the end of the match, everyone's getting the fucking shit beat out of them. The last two in the ring are the Young Bucks, Swerve, and Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega takes one of the Bucks to the top of the stage. One-winged angel off of the stage through a table, and the table fucking explodes.
Swerve, and this isn't the main event, bro. This is not the main event.
It's not the main event. It sure isn't. No. He does the swerve or the house call, the kick. And then Prince Nana brings out a box. They open up the box. It's a pair of J's with thumbtacks at the bottom. One of the Bucks is like sitting on the floor like this. He jumps off of the top rope with the shoes on and does the curb stomp like to one of the Bucks on the floor. Pins 1, 2, 3. The Ops, Kenny Omega and Swerve Strickland, Willow Nightingale win the match.
Oh wow!
I am exhausted, like legit. Like my friend Jacob, who was like, "Man, like what is it? This is stupid, whatever." And at the end of the match, everyone was like, "Dude, that was a fucking badass match. Like that was just pure anarchy." And it's like, damn, that's what we needed. It lived up to the name. I would definitely go back to rewatch this match. 100%, man. It's like I was smiling from fucking ear to ear just at how good this match was. And I just feel bad for the next match because it's like the placement of certain matches on this card were very, head scratching because I was very confused on like why they would do that. But the next match was another 6-man tag. The Paragon, I think that's who it is, versus the Don Callis family. And so that is Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong versus Kyle Fletcher, Josh Alexander, and Konosuke Takeshita. I put did not pay attention. But this match was so fucking fast, and the crowd was absolutely fucking dead. Like they're just absolutely drained out from that Anarchy in the Arena match. Um, Don Callis family ends up winning, but that's because Archer comes out and he joins the Don Callis family, and they're beating up the Paragon, and then Brody King and Tomohiro Ishii come out to like make the save, and then Hiroshi Tanahashi from New Japan comes out and they scare off the Don Callis family. So I think they're trying to build up something there. The match was very short, exactly what it needed to be. Then the final match was, Kenny Omega. No, I'm sorry, Will Ospreay versus Hangman Adam Page, the Owen Cup Finals to determine who's gonna fight Jon Moxley at AEW All In. So before this match started, we made a bet. Me, my friends, my brother. How long do you think this match is going to be? My friend Jacob said 32 minutes. I said 31 minutes. My friend Paul said 24 minutes. Richard said 5 hours. This match started at 10:48 p.m., ended at 11:25. So with this match, I was already drained out, right? Because for those who don't know, me and Lorenzo said we're going to watch all these pay-per-views and then we'll record after these events happen so it can be fresh in our minds, and then we'll release this for the next episode. And I remember just texting you like, dude, the main event just started. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh no,
I
was like, oh shit, no way. I was like,
dude, it's still going on. It started at 10:48 because my thought is, you know what? After the main event, like we can record at like 10:30, whatever, be done at 12. Sure enough, we're recording. It's 1:20 right now because we started recording late. That match started at 10:48 p.m. ended at 11:25, and Richard ended up winning the bet at 5 hours because they did go over 5 hours. We went over hour times, and the total match length was 37 minutes.
Jesus.
That was when the bell rang to start and the bell rang to end it. I didn't get to take a lot of notes because this match I was already drained out from Anarchy in the Arena, and it's just like the pacing with some of these pay-per-views. Well, not even some of them, all of them, like where it's like match after match after match after match after match. And it's like, man, like have a promo in between. Like, with Battleground, they had like the stuff with Santana and Ethan Page and like what was going to happen on the next show. It's like, okay, cool. Let me go and get some water. Let me go use the restroom. Like I don't want to miss anything. But this match, very slow start, but they go back and forth, back and forth. Like, same thing, crescendo. It crescendoed up. And like just at the last end of the match, it's like they try to go for like not a Mexican standoff, but like a standoff where Ospreay has his elbow to do the hidden blade, and like Adam Page is on the apron to do his buckshot lariat, and they both go at the same time. Adam Page hits his lariat. There's a couple other stuff that happens in between, but sure enough, Hangman Adam Page wins this match, and now he's going on to fight Jon Moxley in the main event. Maybe, I don't know what happens, but technically in the main event of All In Texas for the AEW World Championship.
I don't know why they didn't put Anarchy in the Arena as the main event. That's tripping me out.
Man, it's like I understand, like, I feel bad for like the Paragon Don Callis family in between, like Anarchy in the Arena and fucking
yeah, that was the bathroom match right there. The match everyone's just like, man, fuck this match. We're gonna go to the restroom.
It really is, man. But it's like, fuck, with how good that Anarchy in the Arena match was, I would have put that as the main event because I always thought that match would have been the main event every time. But I think the first time we saw it together, it wasn't the main event, right?
I don't think so. I think they had an actual like main event, like kind of like this, but there was like a title on the line or something. It wasn't just for an Owen Hart final. You know what I mean? For a chance at the title, it was like an actual title on the line.
And it's like nothing against Will Ospreay, Hangman Adam Page. Like they're great wrestlers, but just like the not the outcome, the execution of the match outshined the other. But if I was to go back, I watch this match individually by itself. I think I would appreciate this match more. It was great, it really was, but it wasn't Anarchy in the Arena. Man, Lorenzo, whenever you get the chance, my man, I was like, you got to go watch that match. It's like this shit was fucking crazy.
I'll have to see when it pops up on HBO.
Yeah, maybe in like a week or two, hopefully.
Yeah, fuck. I'm sure it'll pop up on YouTube at some point too.
True. They've been doing that, right?
Yeah, they've been posting them to where they just pop up on YouTube, and it's like, oh, watch the full match. It's like, okay, cool, hell yeah, I'll watch that shit.
I think I give this one like a solid B as well. Like there were some matches I was into, some that I were not into, but some of the highs were very high, some of the lows were low.
I'm just tripping that Anarchy in the Arena wasn't the main event. Like, I don't know how you don't put that as the main event if you already know, like, I don't know, like Tony Khan and all them. It's not like, oh, we're just gonna go out there and wing it. It's like, no, you don't know what we're gonna do. Like, we're gonna make it to where we basically shut this down. Why would you why would you not end the show there? Why would you keep it going 2 more matches?
Dude, it's like fuck. It's like that's such a high. It's like you don't end the movie, you're like in the middle of your movie, and then you still have like extra shit going on in it. It's like I feel like this is just going to be like the running thing for the rest of AEW's existence. Like this is just going to be the format that they're always going to do because they're used to it. And it's like, I guess it is what it is. It makes them unique. Like, like with my friend, like when he was watching this match, he's like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, there's no order. Like, because he's always used to the WWE format. And like, he was telling us what's going on. We tell him it's Anarchy in the Arena. Well, what does that mean? There's anarchy. Like there's no order,
and it's in the arena. There's
it's literally in the name. But at the end of it, his response was, "Man, like, can you imagine WWE doing shit like this?" And it's like a lot of people would be surprised that WWE would do something like that. Like this is very unique. And it's different. And it's like, I know it is different. I enjoy it. Even though like I do complain about it here and there, talk shit about AEW here and there, but this was just a very, very good high for AEW.
Well, I mean, what's the next one from here? Is it all out?
No, it's all in.
All in?
All in. Yep.
And it's that one in Dallas?
Yeah, Dallas Fort Worth. I kind of want to go, but I don't know if someone wants to go with me. And not only that, it's like to make the trip like all in one day. Because from where we live to Dallas, like, yeah, it's in Texas, dude. It's 4 hours away, man.
Yeah, that's far. And then I don't know. Yeah, that's a lot.
And it's like I don't want to see like a 20-match show.
And then drive back.
And then drive back. That's a work trip. Like literally, AEW has to fucking pay me if they're gonna want me to drive over there to watch AEW.
Take 4 hours to drive there, 8 hours to watch the whole event, and then another 4 hours to drive back.
That's literally a double,
dude. That's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
God damn, I haven't worked a double in forever.
I know, man. I hate that. I hate it. That's like I don't even want to imagine that shit. But no, it was a great time. I was able to watch this with my friends. Shout out to Paul for letting us watch on his Discord. It was great watching it live, like with friends and everything. So I don't know. The thoughts are up in the air. Maybe just us talking about it like before we started recording, but maybe a live stream and like us just reacting to like certain pay-per-views. It doesn't happen. It's just a thought up in the air. We'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, no, we'll definitely do something. We got shit in the works for shit like that, man. It only makes sense with us. I don't know.
With us, with you people,
with us. It's time. No, I don't know.
Better time.
It's time. It's better time. No, but it's about that time, I guess, to end the show. I mean, I was thinking of doing some botches, but I was here too busy, not doing that. But it's been a long it's been a long show.
It's been a long show.
Regardless, it has been a long weekend of wrestling, a long week of wrestling. So no, we thank everyone for listening. Thank everyone for watching. Liking, subscribing, rating, reviewing, sharing, commenting, all that stuff. Gabe, what do you want to say to the people?
Same thing you just said. Same thing we've been saying throughout the show. Thank y'all for supporting us. We very much greatly appreciate it. Thank y'all for liking, commenting, subscribing to the YouTube channel. Thank y'all for buying shirts at stickermoon.com/that's all funny, where you can get your shirts from That's All Kayfabe, That's All Funny, and Titaneros with Mid Salad. And thank you for leaving that 5-star rating on Spotify. We're not only on Spotify, but anywhere where you get your podcast needs. Just look up That's All Kayfabe.
Yep, leave 5 stars anywhere you go. But
yes, please.
Yeah, it's late. We're gonna get to bed, and this will be up at normal time, normal station. Just stay tuned, and we'll see you all next time. Everyone, take care. Have you all selves a great day.
Yeah, happy Memorial Day.
Yes, God bless it.